Hello, welcome to the We're Both Found Dead. My name is Adrian.
And I'm Ramsey. Today we are talking about terrorist attacks. A very cheerful topic.
Excited for this one. I feel like I always say that at the beginning of our stuff.
Yeah, because we choose really good topics. We're just like a really good show.
It's either I'm excited or I'm terrified, and I feel like both in this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty scared of a terrorist attack, especially... And again, we always film ahead of time. This one's not has ahead of time, actually. But in the world, especially in the world how it is right now, I think there's another 9/11 coming.
Oh, what the fuck? Why would you say that?
Because I do. I think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be... I think our government's going to be responsible, but don't tell the government I said that.
Oh my god.
We are being joined by Ricardo today.
Yes, I got him in Mexico. He is a Mexican fella. Just like us two, right?
His wood smells good. And when I picked him up, my hands smell like him.
Did you hear what you just said?
I really meant it. I can still smell it. Anyways.
No, it's cool.
Smell my fingers.
I know. But yeah, he's really cool. He gets a little creepy sometimes, but overall, he's a cool guy.
If he moves, let us know.
He looks like he can.
He will.
All right, Ramsey, how have you been?
I've been all right. I've been largely uneventful. You had an exciting experience recently. New York.
Yeah. I went to New York, but I saw the World Trade Center on topic, the memorial. Yeah.
Anything crazy happened to you in New York? Get robbed?
No. There's a lot of
Mondani?
crazies. No, my mom wanted to meet him though.
That would have been awesome.
She's like his number one fan.
Love that.
I know. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun vacation. Little vacation. I saw Kelly Clarkson.
Oh yeah.
I went to their show.
And Brittany Broski.
Yeah, I saw Brittany Broski. It was a surprise guest on Kelly Clarkson, and it was interesting. She was funny, actually, contrary to popular belief.
And
I don't want to be
someday
mean.
you'll be...
Sorry.
She's very popular.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
Someday you will be a guest on the People's Court. Brittany's Court. The Royal Court? What does she call it?
I don't know.
I see clips.
Yeah, it's like the medieval thing, huh?
Yeah. I really just watch her when she's with Caleb Heron or whatever.
Yeah. I don't watch neither of the two.
Caleb, can I say something mean?
Of course. What would stop you?
I think the Midwest needs to be bombed.
Pardon?
That is one of the most diabolical things. Y'all need to really figure out what's going on. I'm choking.
Well, you've been choking on your words the whole episode.
It's been tough.
Can I say something to you?
Okay.
How fucking dare you? You've got 12 people in here working. They're acting like hostages. They're fucking terrified of you. None of them are getting paid well, I can tell. Then you have the audacity. I come in here. First of all, you told me, Caleb, I don't really want to have you on the show. Your following's not that big, but I guess enough people have commented that I'll do it. So then I come in. That's the circumstances I come in under. All your staff is terrified of you. There's someone crying in the corner right now because they don't think that they're going to be treated well, and they're not. You have the audacity to bring me a tray of This is not what this is. You bring me 2 cold cinnamon rolls, clearly out of a tube, or worse, and probably more likely they're straight from the grocery store. Someone ripped plastic off these 10 minutes ago. No, they're not. And then you bring me canned beanie weenies. Let me check the temperature on these. Pathetic. And then you bring me chili. What is that, Wendy's chili?
I'm sorry I'm not fucking Mythical Kitchen Girl.
I mean, good God. You give me the worst possible version of the idea, and then you tell me the Midwest needs to be bombed?
Anything else off the top?
No, not off the old noggin. No, nothing. We have, what is it called?
Bite-sized terror.
Yes.
So, have you ever heard of Oliver Cromwell?
No.
Love that name. The Cromwells, isn't that their name in
The Hunger Games?
No, the Halloween Town. My God.
I have no idea. I haven't seen Halloween Town in like 20 years.
I watch it every Halloween, all of them. So, Oliver Cromwell was the military commander who helped overthrow and execute King Charles I during the English Civil War and later ruled as Lord Protector of England, Scotland, and Ireland in the 1650s.
Wow.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
To supporters, he was a defender of Parliament. To critics, especially in Ireland, he was a brutal figure whose campaign included massacres at places like Drogheda. He died of natural causes in 1658 and was buried with full honors in Westminster Abbey.
Oh.
When the monarchy was restored in 1660 under King Charles II, revenge came cold.
Okay.
In 1661, Cromwell's body was exhumed, symbolically executed, and the head of his corpse was cut off.
I think I've heard of this, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty standout dark tale in history.
Do you know what I think I showed you the, what is it called? No, I know this. That one cartoon character on YouTube. that like says all the weird historical things that happens, like the
I know he draws them.
yes, like
I know
really
who you're
poorly.
talking about.
Yeah. Salmonella.
Salmonella.
Yeah.
Salmonella Academy.
Kid? Yeah, you. I just got off the phone with the big man upstairs. And he told me that I need to clear a few things up around here. So without further ado, here's 10 pieces of malarkey that you might still be spreading.
They cut off the head of his corpse, and it was placed on a spike above Westminster Hall as a warning to traitors.
Oh my god.
Then, during a storm in the late 1600s, the spike reportedly snapped and the head fell. It was recovered and passed through private collectors for centuries, displayed as a macabre curiosity. Cromwell's mummified head was studied, exhibited, argued over, and checked for authenticity. Finally, in 1960, more than 300 years after his death, it was quietly buried at Sydney's Sussex College in Cambridge, ending one of the strangest afterlives in British history.
Yeah, imagine your head going around. Ew, that's gross.
Around town.
Bring it around town.
If you had a lot of money, would you put like sort of a mini museum in your house? Like a really money, like Kim Kardashian money.
No, because I would never take that away from the public.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want the public in my house.
You know what some rich people do when they buy like a bunch of art? They like open
Loan
up.
it.
Yeah, they open up the museum with their art and they let people see it,
Oh,
but it's theirs and that's where they go to see their art.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I would be the rich person that did what rich people used to do, and I would find a starving artist that I really liked their work, and I would pay for them to live.
Ooh, that's really cool. I would do that like a lot.
It'd be nice.
Why do people not do that?
The wrong people have money.
Yeah. Well, very interesting.
Thank you.
Bite-sized terror.
I thought I'd start off the macabre with
Yeah, really
macabre.
bad.
I'm excited to hear about the horrible, horrible thing you're going to tell me.
It's not that bad. Not the
Or is
first
there
one, at
such
least.
thing as a good terrorist attack?
You'll see. All right. So, what I'm going to be talking about is this thing called the Bojinka Plan. Never heard of it?
No.
No. In early 1995, months before most people had ever heard the names Al-Qaeda, Al-Qaeda, a plot was quietly unfolding in an apartment in Manila that, if
Okay.
successful, would have changed aviation history years before 9/11. It was called the Bojinka Plan, a multi-phase terrorist operation designed to kill thousands of people in midair and assassinate a sitting U.S. president.
Which one?
Which
one?
You'll see.
I'll find out. I have to be patient. I'm sad. Okay.
The architect of the plan was Ramiz Youssef, already known to the U.S. authorities for his role in the 1993 bombing of the World Trade Center.
Ramsey Youssef.
Yes.
He is living in the ADX Max Correction Facility.
Oh my God.
I covered in our prisons episode.
Yeah.
So go check it out. So today I'm starting with the ADX Supermax Prison.
Florence?
Florence, yep.
Oh, cool. I was thinking of one of these people with like the person you were talking about.
Yep.
Because the 1993 bombing of the World Trade Center,
Yeah.
like the bombing before.
The ground floor bombing.
Yeah, the first one.
Which I didn't, as a younger person, I had no idea that happened.
Damn.
Double homicide.
His uncle, Khalid Mohammed, would later become infamous as the principal planner of the September 11 attacks. But in 1995, both men were still operating in relative obscurity, moving between countries, building connections, and refining tactics.
Yeah, that's the part about terrorism they don't talk about, the networking.
Yeah, I guess. But like,
Do you
I
think
guess
they
it
had
was
a
like a
LinkedIn?
family. Stop, Ramsey.
Sorry.
That's fucked up. The Bojinka Plan was not a single attack. It was a three-part operation. Phase 1 involved assassinating Pope John Paul II during a scheduled visit to the Philippines.
Okay.
The plan was to detonate a bomb along the Pope's motorcade route. That phase never progressed far. Phase 2 was more ambitious, planting small, timed explosive devices on 11 US-bound commercial airliners departing from Asia. The bombs...
That's a lot.
I know. And I said it, right? That nothing really happened
Yes.
out of this. This is
Which
just
is why
a
I was
plan.
kind of making jokes.
Oh, okay, yeah. but it was a plan of something huge that was going to happen, and somebody was like planning it in their apartment.
You never know what people are doing in their homes.
I know, like your neighbor. Oh, wait.
That's scary.
Yeah. The bombs would be assembled on board using liquid chemicals smuggled through airport security in contact lens solution bottles. The devices were designed to be compact enough to pass inspections in an era before hardened cockpit doors, post 9/11 screening procedures, and comprehensive liquid restrictions.
Okay.
The plan relied on a chilling logistical trick. A bomber would board a flight for the first leg of a multi-segment journey, assemble and plant the bomb under a seat, then disembark during the stopover. The plane would continue on its route, unaware that a timer was counting down somewhere over the Pacific.
You don't even need a suicide bomber.
No, it just gets planted and it
they
explodes.
Can plant more bombs somewhere else.
And if it explodes on top of like the ocean, it's like really hard to get that wreckage, so nobody really knows
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
what happened. If executed as planned, the explosions would have occurred over open ocean, making investigation and recovery far more difficult. Estimates suggested up to 4,000 people would have been killed in a single day. And then Phase 3 expanded that scope even further, crashing a plane into CIA headquarters in Virginia. This concept, using an aircraft as guided weapons, was already being explored years before 9/11. So,
Almost about 3,000 people were killed in 9/11.
oh wow,
Including first responders, a little under 3,500. So that's,
worse.
yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, that's scary. That's
That is
real
scary.
scary. The plot might have remained undetected if not for an accident. On January 6, 1995, a chemical fire broke out in the Manila apartment Yusuf and Mohammed were using as a bomb-making site. The fire drew police attention. When authorities searched the apartments, they found chemicals, wiring, false passports, bomb components, and most critically, a laptop computer containing detailed plans for the airline bombing operation.
Thank God.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
To think how different things could be. Like, there's an alternate universe where that didn't happen.
I know. No, where it did happen. Oh, like the fire.
The fire didn't
Yeah,
happen,
but
and
the plan
everything did happen.
got executed, and it's like 3 times worse than 9/11.
Who knows how different things would be?
I know.
Or if everything would just be the same.
Yeah, or if even like would work out or not. That's crazy. I'm glad that like airport security is way better now, because way better than what it was. Because people were just walking up to the plane
Yeah, but I
with no
think
security.
when TSA is tested, they fail. I think like 90% of the time.
Oh
Excuse me.
shit. Well, maybe it's for show, but at least there's something more.
Yeah, no, make it harder. I agree.
Yeah,
I feel safer going through the security.
sure. They do like the thing.
Oh, it's a 95% failure rate.
Oh, okay. That's worse.
Sorry. to anyone
Yeah,
who's
let's
flying
instill
soon.
fear into everybody.
Fearmonger.
Yeah. The evidence was clear enough that the Philippine authorities began connecting the dots quickly. Before the fire exposed the broader operation, Yusuf conducted a test run. On December 11, 1994, he boarded Philippine Airlines Flight 434. After assembling a small device in the lavatory, he planted it under his seat and disembarked during a stopover in Cebu, a place.
Saibao.
Shut up, Ramsey. You just learned that word. The bomb detonated later during the flight to Tokyo, killing 1 passenger and injuring several others. The plane, however, did not crash. The captain managed to land safely. So they did a test run for this thing already. Crazy. So it did
That's
work.
crazy. Yeah, I don't like that.
Not exactly. That partial failure may have prevented a large catastrophe. The test revealed structural weakness in the aircraft design that Yusuf had miscalculated. The explosion did not tear the fuselage apart as expected. It damaged the cabin but spared the plane from total destruction.
I mean, again, another like thank goodness. I don't like it though.
I know. It's such a... I think this is a really good topic to see like stuff that we... I don't know what I'm saying.
Period. I never do.
After the Manila apartment fire, Yusuf fled the Philippines, but it was captured weeks later in Pakistan and extradited to the United States. Khalid Muhammad escaped and remained at large until his capture in 2003. In retrospect, the Bojinka plan looks like a blueprint. The idea of coordinating multiple aircraft bombings, exploiting airport security weaknesses, and even weaponizing commercial planes would resurface years later in a far deadlier form. So maybe it was like, they probably even got inspiration out of this.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Like this is part of Like, we keep saying, thank God that didn't happen, but, like,
It did.
kind of did, yeah.
Yeah. What makes the Bojinka plot unsettling is how close it came to execution. The materials were ready. The reconnaissance had been conducted. A live test had already killed someone, and authorities only uncovered it because of a mistake in bomb assembly. Bojinka was not an isolated conspiracy. It was part of a growing web. In court, Ramzi Youssef showed little remorse. He was eventually sentenced to life in prison without parole.
At ADX Florence, y'all.
There you go. Shout out.
Go watch the episode.
Khalid Muhammad's name would later be tied directly to 9/11, but the tactical seeds of that attack were visible in Manila years earlier. The Bojinka plan stands as one of those moments in history that feels like a warning.
It's more that feels like a warning. It was a warning.
Yeah, it was, and then it happened.
They're playing some shit, and they planned it, and then they did it, and a bunch of people died.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch the YouTube videos where it's like, first there's YouTube like TSA videos, and then there's just like working at the airport, and just like a TV show that used to be in the UK.
Yeah.
And there's one they were filming on 9/11, but it was in the UK.
And then everybody, sorry, I just burped, but
it was in the UK. And so it was like you literally get to see what happened on 9/11 in the UK.
And the reaction and everything.
Well, people are being like, I need to get, my boss is going to be pissed. And they're like, I'm sorry, 9/11 happened.
Yeah. 9/11 happened. I don't think they knew what 9/11 was.
No, they weren't
at
calling
the
it
time.
9/11. They were like the Twin Towers. Well, actually, they kept calling it the situation in the United States.
Oh, well, that's actually hard.
No, and
Hard.
it just came up like randomly on the playlist while being coding. I think we were both like, I think I was doing something like research wise, and he was like playing a game on his phone, and then we both were sat.
Wow. Where were you for 9/11?
I was 3.
Oh. I was months old. I was like 2 months old.
Well, so shit.
Shit.
All right, y'all. My turn.
All right, go ahead.
Stuff actually happens in mine. Like, not like people actually die is what I mean. Not that nothing happened.
You want to
to
talk about mothers?
Your mother shops at Saks.
What? Oh my God! You want to talk about mothers? Oh, you want to talk about mothers? It's mother time. Okay, your mother's so dumb she went to Dr. Dre for a pap smear.
Oh, and that's the last joke. So, do you know what the IRA is?
Vaguely.
Okay. So, by 1993, the Provisional Irish Republican Army, commonly known as the IRA.
Oh, yeah, I did not think that.
Oh, shit. Were you thinking the NRA?
I was thinking IRS. My bad. Yeah, sorry.
Very different. So, yeah, once again, the Provisional Irish Republican Army, commonly known as the IRA, had been engaged in a violent campaign for over 2 decades.
Yeah.
Formed after a split in the broader Irish Republican movement in 1969, the Provisional IRA's central goal was to end British rule in Northern Ireland and bring about a united Ireland.
Oh.
This is a message I completely support, but
yeah,
the IRA killed 1,700 people, and 500 to 600 of those people were civilians. Not a fan of killing civilians. That's why we're so critical of Israel. Like, just don't kill civilians.
Yeah.
Should be a pretty simple thing to not do.
It's not like a war crime.
It's supposed to be.
But like what is that called? The
Geneva
World
Convention?
No, like
the UN.
Yeah, the UN does nothing. Useless.
Yeah, pretty much.
What do we have it for?
I thought Trump left the UN.
Really? I
think so, and created his own thing, his own peace thing. And then it's literally just a bunch of dictators.
Okay, next
Sorry.
topic.
So, their campaign unfolded during a period known as the Troubles, a conflict marked by sectarian violence between mainly Protestant Unionists who wanted Northern Ireland to remain part of the UK, and mainly Catholic nationalists who sought reunification with the Republic of Ireland. By the early 1990s, the IRA have carried out bombings, assassinations, and armed attacks targeting British military personnel, political figures, economic infrastructure, and at times civilian areas, arguing that economic disruption would pressure the British government to negotiate.
Okay.
By 1993, the conflict had already claimed over 3,000 lives.
Oh my God.
The IRA operated in both Northern Ireland and on the British mainland, and their strategy increasingly focused on high-profile bombings in major cities to cause financial damage and international attention. At the same time, political efforts were quietly beginning behind the scenes that would eventually lead to ceasefire talks later in the decade. So 1993 sits in a very tense moment. The violence was still very real and deadly, but the long arc of the conflict was slowly bending towards negotiations. That dual reality, escalation on the ground and diplomacy in the background, is essential context for understanding the attacks that year.
Okay.
One of the most significant IRA attacks of 1993 was the Bishopsgate bombing in the city of London.
Okay.
Is this any of this ringing a bell?
No.
This is the one that you know.
Oh, shit.
Well, not this one, but this whole. You'll know by the end what I mean.
Is it like London Bridge? And that's why the song is...
No, but it is music related.
Huh? Okay, cool.
On April 24th, 1993, the IRA detonated a massive truck bomb in the heart of London's financial district near 30th St. Mary Axe.
What?
Which really threw me off. St. Mary Axe instead of St. Mary Ave.
Like AXE? Oh, yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the American jumping out at us, but...
Maybe.
30 St. Mary Axe is the site where the NatWest Tower once stood.
Okay.
The device contained roughly a ton of explosives and was parked outside the Baltic Exchange building. A coded warning had been phoned in beforehand, which led police to establish a partial cordon, and the explosion was still catastrophic. It killed one person, photographer Ed Henty, and injured more than 40 others. The blast shattered windows. Fuck them windows. Oh my god. The blast shattered windows across a wide radius, severely damaged historic buildings, and caused structural destruction. That would take years to fully repair.
Structural destruction?
Yeah, that was kind of... Say that 10 times fast.
Structural destruction?
10 times.
Structural destruction, structural destruction, structural destruction.
It sounds worse every time.
Yeah.
The financial impact was staggering. The explosion caused an estimated 350 million euros in direct damage at the time, with insurance losses reaching around 1 billion.
Damn.
Making it one of the costliest terrorist attacks in Britain up to that point.
Wow.
The Baltic Exchange building was so badly damaged it had to be demolished. In its place, years later, rose a new landmark skyscraper, the Gherkin.
The Gherkin.
I don't know why they named it that. Symbolizing both the destruction and rebuilding that followed. The attack demonstrated the IRA's strategic shift towards targeting economic infrastructure in London to apply pressure on the British government rather than focusing solely on Northern Ireland. So,
I want to go to Ireland.
I also want to go to Ireland. The aftermath brought immediate tightening of security in the city of London. A ring of steel surveillance and checkpoint system was expanded around the financial district to prevent future vehicle-borne bomb attacks. Because, that's what's important.
Yeah.
The finances.
Yeah.
Politically, the bombing intensified calls for negotiations while also hardening public anger against the IRA. Within a year, in 1994, the IRA would announce a ceasefire, though violence would resume before the eventual peace process took hold. For victims and residents, however, the bombing was not a strategic chess move in a political conflict. It was a traumatic event that ripped through ordinary lives in seconds.
Yeah.
The second major IRA attack in England in 1993 was the Warrington bombing. On March 20th, 1993, the Provisional Irish Republican Army planted 2 small bombs in litter bins on a busy shopping street in Warrington.
What's a litter bin?
Trash can.
Oh, okay.
In UK.
Litter bin. Oh, okay. I get that now.
A town in northwest England. Unlike the massive truck bomb used in London weeks later, these devices were smaller, but placed in a crowded civilian area on a Saturday afternoon.
Mm.
A warning had been phoned in, but it was inaccurate, directing police to a different location. When the bombs exploded on Bridge Street, they tore through families and children out shopping.
Oh my god.
2 boys were killed, 3-year-old Jonathan Ball, who died at the scene, and 12-year-old Tim Perry, who died days later from his injuries. More than 50 people were injured, some very seriously. The attack shocked the public in a different way than financial district bombings. This was not an economic target or a government building. It was a town center, ordinary families, and young children.
Like, what's the reason? Just terrorists.
Terrorists, yeah.
To terrorize.
That's why, I agree with the message of the IRA. Britain doesn't need to own and have control of everything, but they're terrorists.
Yeah. Like, we don't have to kill children to get our message across.
100%. And it's crazy that that's like a controversial statement.
Yeah.
The death sparked widespread grief and anger across Britain and Ireland, including condemnation from political leaders on both sides of the Irish Sea. The direct aftermath included intensified police investigations and security responses, but the emotional response was just as significant. The killing of children became a turning point in public opinion, increasing pressure on Republican leadership to reconsider the strategy of bombings on the mainland. In Warrington itself, the community response eventually led to cross-community peace initiatives, including the founding of the Tim Perry Jonathan Ball Peace Foundation. The bombing did not immediately end violence, but it became one of the moments many people later pointed to as accelerating momentum towards ceasefire and eventual negotiations.
Yeah, I see how this would cause an end to something.
People freaking out, being like, "This needs to we just need to stop."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But still, no. Like, obviously, no.
I was thinking that too as I read it. Like, I don't want the people that did it to then be like, "See, it worked."
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of the Hunger Games, like how they dropped bombs on the kids and then they ended it there. Yeah.
R.I.P. Little Duck.
You spoiled it for them.
I said it in code.
Oh, yeah, true. But they'll understand it.
The people that have seen it already understand it. Again, how old is that movie?
Yeah, I know. I was going to say.
So, in the long term, the 1993 bombings became part of the mounting pressure that pushed all sides toward negotiations. In 1994, when the IRA announced a ceasefire, the process would stretch over years, with setbacks and renewed violence, before culminating in the 1998, the year I was born, Good Friday Agreement. While no single bombing caused the shift, 1993 sits in that critical window where public opinion truly began to turn. The Warrington attack in particular had a cultural impact beyond politics. In 1994, Irish rock band The Cranberries released the song Zombie.
Yes!
Written by lead singer the late Dolores O'Riordan, in response to the bombing and the deaths of Jonathan Ball and Tim Perry.
So that song was made out of this?
It's specifically about the Warrington bombing. That's why she's like, and the bombs, she repeats it twice, because the two bomb attacks that year
God.
and the two children that died.
Bomb-ass song. It was worth it. No, I didn't mean it that way. I literally did not mean it that way until I said it.
Go in the corner. I will film with Ricardo.
That's so weird because I actually did not mean that.
I could tell. When I looked at you and you're all like, what? Like, all innocent still. The song's lyrics confront the cycle of violence and the way ordinary people, especially children, become casualties in conflicts they did not create. Its heavy, distorted sound marked a shift from the band's earlier style. Katie?
Spotted.
Just like Bigfoot. And underscored the anger.
He's biting Ricardo's feet.
Ricardo is an innocent person. We have our own little terrorist.
Yeah.
You like, don't call me that terrorist. Its heavy, distorted sound marked a shift from the band's earlier style and underscored the anger and grief behind the message. The chorus, "What's in your head?" became a haunting refrain, questioning the mindset that sustains violent extremism. Over time, Zombie became one of the most recognizable protest songs of the 1990s, reaching audiences far beyond Ireland and the United Kingdom. It helped cement Warrington's place in public memory and gave voice to a generation exhausted by decades of bloodshed. Today, when people look back in the early 1990s phase of the Troubles, they often remember both the devastation of the bombings and the cultural moments that challenged it. The long-term aftermath is not just about ceasefires and agreements, but about the gradual shift in public consciousness that made peace politically possible, and about the lasting scars carried by the families who lost loved ones in seconds.
Ugh, so creepy. And I don't think I'm going to be able to listen to that song like usual now.
Yeah, it is going to be a little harder the first few times. That's everything for part 1.
Oh, yeah, huh?
I hope...
What?
I hope you liked it.
Yeah, watch part 2.
It gets worse in part 2. Well, I have one that gets worse in part 2, and then one that's not as bad.
Well, mine is way worse in part 2 because actual things happen.
Alright, well, if you want to fucking die, watch part 2.
Bye!
Bye!